I've had my fun, and now I'm looking to settle down. How many times have you heard a girl say this? I've had my fun, now I'm just looking to settle down. Now I'm looking to start a family. Now I'm looking for Mr. Right. It's like, oh, so you've had your fun and now, what, you're ready to be bored with me? I don't think so. Okay, because now that you're a guy in your 30s, guess what? It's your turn to have fun, right? It's your turn to have fun, and too many of you guys, too many of you suckers, you don't, right? Instead, you go ahead and you cash in your chips and you marry some single mom over 30 with 2 kids from 2 different fathers. You sucker. You sucker beta males who do that shit, right? I'm so disappointed in you. Yeah, I'm so disappointed in you guys who do dumb shit like that. You know, these girls who say, I've had my fun, now it's time to settle down. Understand, these are the words that only a former party girl would use. Okay, these are the words that only a former CC annual pass holder would use. Right? Because good girls do not say shit like that. Good women don't say things like, I've had my fun. No, good women don't say things like that, you know? It's like good women have had their fun with their boyfriend. The guy that she ended up marrying, the guy that she did start a family with in her 20s, the guy that she cashed in her chips for. Yeah, those girls had fun, but not that type of fun that these girls who are just getting off the CC now that they finally hit 30, I'm hitting my epiphany phase. You know, those are the type of girls that are going to be like, where's the nearest beta male with the best job that will come home at night, that can take care of me and my 2 kids from 2 different fathers, that I could build a family with and build a real relationship with, not like all those irresponsible men that I dated in my 20s that always ignored me and never, didn't come over till after midnight. Where are all those beta males, those blue pill beta males that I can bullshit and that I can meet online and use all these trick angles to make him think I'm prettier than I actually am and take a very close shot of my eyeball to make it look like I'm super pretty when actually I'm this big fat fuck harpy? Or take one of these high angle photos. Where can I find one of these suckers that I could like reel in now that I've had my fun? Right? This is what I tell you guys, get offline, man. You guys got to get offline because those are the type of chicks that are online, right? At least offline, when you see them in person, if you see a harpy walking down the street, right, you'd be like, hey, shit, that's a harpy. Get out of here. Let's go, right? Or if you see a land whale come in, you're like, shit, land whale. I'm not going to approach, dude. I ain't going to approach. He's a land whale. So online, you can't see this stuff, but a lot of these girls, man, on these dating sites that you guys are all obsessed with, I mean, that's probably one of the most frequented lines that you'll see in a girl's profile, especially if they're over 30. I mean, it's almost like there's a script that these girls copy and paste where it's like, okay, over 30, online dating profile, make sure you add this in. I've had my fun, and now I'm just looking to settle down. As if she's like giving you something. I've had my fun. So now I'm not going to run around. If we're together, don't worry, I won't run around and go to those bars and clubs anymore like I used to. You know what? You're a fool if you believe that, by the way. These girls like, I've had my fun. I'm just ready to be in a real relationship. And then you get in that real relationship with them. What have I told you guys? Once a party girl, always a party girl. Okay? Doesn't matter. She's in her 20s, 30s, 40s. I've seen girls in their 50s still try to go out there to the venues. Okay? Same venues that I'm at and still try to make something happen. Like a desperate, NFL team in sudden death overtime. Okay? These chicks do not fool me for 1 second, miss. I've had my fun. Oh, I'm just looking for a real relationship. My ass, dude. As soon as you get into that real relationship with that chick, and you know what? She's gonna be good maybe the first couple of weeks, maybe even the first couple of months if you're lucky. If you're lucky, right? If you're lucky, if she has enough willpower to hold out that long, right? If she has enough willpower, you'll get 2 weeks to 2 months. But anything beyond that, no, I have never seen it. Because, as I've said, once a party girl, always a party girl. No matter how much fun she claims to have already had and claims to have already experienced and is now just looking for the boring beta male to settle down with, right? If you think that this chick is actually going to enter a real relationship with you where she is not going to cheat on you and she's not going to be running off with her girlfriends to the nightclub, you are delusional. That chick, as soon as she gets a free moment, as soon as she's comfortable in your relationship, or as soon as you start acting like the beta male that you are, because if you hooked up with a girl like that, hey, I'm sorry, you are beta male, right? You hooked up with a single mom with 2 kids from 2 different fathers, she's over 30, and you're over 30, and you're at the peak of your prime. Guess what? You screwed up, son. You're beta, and she knows you're beta, and guess what she's gonna do next? She's gonna start going back out to those venues that she told you, I've had my fun, and she's gonna start hitting those up again. Maybe not as frequently, right? Because she's in a relationship with you, and she'll even point that shit out. Right? Like, oh, back in my 20s, I would always flake on my boyfriends. I would just go straight to the clubs. Now that I'm over 30 and I've had my fun and I'm in this relationship with you, even though I still go to the clubs, I do make time for you. I make time for you. You know, that 1 or 2 dinners we have per week, I make time for you. The times you take me shopping, I do make time for you. Okay? So I just want you to know that I love you. Like, she loves me. It's true. She's done having her fun. Yeah, bullshit. And then you guys too, when these girls at the club, you backwards rationalize that shit that she's being good. She's just out there with her girlfriend. They're just having their little girl time. Yeah, bullshit. They're having their girl time, man. You obviously don't go to these venues like I do 4 to 5 times per week, right? And you don't see what's going down like I do. Plenty of girls in these venues that have boyfriends, sucker boyfriends waiting at home, while I'm at these venues surrounded by other alpha males, other players, right? Guys who are like very skilled players, other pickup artists, other professional pickup artists, other professional pickup instructors, right? We're all at the same venues, and guess what? Your girl is there too, right? You don't have to worry about her with me if she's over 30. Don't worry about that. She's pretty much invisible to me, especially if she's a single mom with 2 kids from 2 different fathers. She's literally invisible. She doesn't exist to me, right? But to a lot of these other thirsty beta males out there, she does exist. And a lot of these guys, you know, believe it or not, they'll be willing to take that girl from you just because they're so hard up for, you know, for a female in their lives. Sad. So sad. But just be wary, guys. These girls who are like, I've had my fun, don't believe that for a second. Her fun is not over. Okay? All she means by I've had my fun is I'm not going to club nearly as much as I did in my 20s, but I am still going to go clubbing. Okay? I'm just not going to club as much, but I'm still going to go clubbing. That's all she's saying. If I get an opportunity to cheat on you and I know that you can't find out about it, I'm probably gonna do it. You know, because back in my 20s, I used to cheat all the time on my boyfriends, but now I'm just not doing it as much. You know why? Because I've had my fun. And I love you. I love you. Wake up, gentlemen. Wake up. Find yourself a good woman in her 20s, her younger 20s, if possible, preferably under 25, as I teach you guys, as I teach my students. Try to go for girls under 25. Okay, because these girls who are over 30, still single, unmarried, especially if they have kids, damaged goods. Period. Okay? Period. And I know that's not what the mainstream likes to hear. I get hated on a ton by so many people out there, and you know, obviously the platform that we're on here, Google, does not like you saying shit like that. They want everybody to make sure that we support the feminine imperative. No, I gotta be real with you guys, right? I gotta be real with you, you know? And I'm just hoping by being real and being honest with you that I don't get deplatformed, you know? Because then I'll be on an episode of Chappelle's Show called When Being Real Goes Wrong. Did you ever see that episode of Chappelle's Show? It was hilarious. It's like, when being real goes wrong. Man, I might be on an episode of When Being Real Goes Wrong, because I'm being a little too real with you guys, right? But that's the only way I know how to be with you guys. It really is. I don't know what else to say, man. I mean, because I've been out there doing pickup and doing game my entire adult life. I feel like I owe it to society. I owe it to men to tell them what I've seen, to be honest, you know? And I do credit women, you know, when credit is due. I mean, you know, it's not like I completely just bag on them. I mean, really, if you think about it, I'm really just bagging on single, unmarried women over 30, if you think about it, right? And those are, unsurprisingly, the vast majority of women who hate my comment section. Women who are exactly that, who are triggered by what I am saying. And because they have no man at home, and they have all the free time in the world because they have no family, no kids, guess what? They're gonna come in my comment section and hate. You guys are so like transparent, it's pathetic. But hey, you know, there's a reason why you couldn't hang on to a man in the first place. It's because of that mouth of yours. That's why you're damaged goods now. Because good women, they ain't in my comment section hating. Good women have already gotten married off in their 20s. And not surprisingly enough, I really don't get women in their 20s hating on my content. A lot of them support me. A lot of women under 30 support my shit, and they message me through mostly through Instagram, and they ask for my dating advice. They're like, hey, I'm with my boyfriend. I've been with him for a while. Do you think I should marry him? I've seen your coaching videos. I'm just asking for your expert opinion, you know, if I should try to ride this out. And depending on the girl's age and depending on her situation and the type of guy she's dating, I will give her either the green light or no, find yourself a better man, you know. But most cases, she's dating a pretty good guy, and I'll be like, yeah, don't try to play out your hand, girl, because if you do, let me show you some of these over 30 damaged goods women that are hating in my comments. Let me see what, let me show you what your future can potentially look like, you know. Now, am I saying all women over 30 are like this? No. But you know what? A good number are. Right? Good number are. Just because there are a few like unicorns out there, this does not disqualify the overwhelming majority of single, unmarried women over 30, especially the ones who have kids, especially the ones that have kids from different fathers. You guys are like massive damaged goods. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding, right? Don't hate me. You know that society feels the same way. You should love me because I'm being real. I'm being honest about it, right? I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm being honest with you. And I'm being honest with my subscribers, okay? I don't even know why these women are like over 30 are getting triggered in my on my videos anyway. It's like, what are you doing on this channel? This channel's for men, man. If you're gonna hate, just, you know, see yourself out the back door, right? But for you women who are supporting me, yeah, hang out on my channel. You're welcome. So I'm gonna wrap up here. Until next time, this is M. Do not forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video to YouTube. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Very important you guys subscribe. It helps me out a ton when you subscribe to my channel, so please subscribe. Also, make sure you share my coaching videos with other like-minded friends of yours. Okay, other guys that you feel are red-pilled or are going red-pill. Go ahead and share my coaching videos with your friends as well. Tell them to subscribe to my channel because that helps everybody, right? I mean, the more men we could reach, the better, right? The more guys we could reach with this type of knowledge, the better. Okay, the better society will be, and also the better off women will be. Okay, because they won't have to deal with all these beta males anymore. All right, so make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you share my coaching videos. And for you guys who want to support my work and support my content and all this red pill knowledge I'm teaching guys even further as Cash snores along, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking 8s, 9s, and 10s, and I'm talking about good women with solid credit scores, okay? Good women who are responsible, who will be great teammates for you, whether you date them casually or long-term, okay? That's the type of women we want to bring into our lives. That's the type of young, beautiful women that we want to bring into our lives, not these, you know, irresponsible, narcissistic, overly entitled, piss poor credit score type of girls that are out there, which is, there are plenty of them out there, right? We want to avoid them. But in 7 Months of Mastery, I teach you how to go out there and approach and close these type of women, and how to find them and how to bring them into your life. So if you want to get signed up for 7 Months of Mastery, this is the absolute best way to support my work. Okay? First month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons, and all you have to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. And yes, we are back in the Range Rover. For you guys who were, when I was shooting at the house, you guys are like, I miss being in the Range Rover. I miss Cash's snoring as he's snoring away on this hot afternoon. I've got the aircon blasting here. And yeah, so we're shooting back in the Range Rover. Why? Just because I feel like it. Why not? Right? I want to get out of the house. Plus, we're going to get him some steak right now. All right, yeah, I give my dog steak. So we're gonna get some steak right now. And as for the shirt that I'm wearing, in case you're curious, it's my IROC Z t-shirt. I used to have an IROC Z back in the day, back in the early, late 80s, early 90s. I had an IROC Z with T-tops and a 5-speed, which is actually pretty hard to come across these days, because I know these cars are becoming collectors, the IROC Z, which is pretty funny. Yeah, I sold mine. I actually got a pretty good price for when I sold mine, but I do miss that car. But so I'm wearing my IROC Z t-shirt. And no, it doesn't stand for Italian Reject Out Cruising, because that was something that was people used to make fun of before when I'd roll my IROC around. They're like, you know what IROC stands for, right? I'm like, oh God, what? And they're like, Italian Reject Out Cruising. I'm like, I'm not Italian Reject. But anyway,